It's all right. Screw ups are welcome in
Of
this
course,
stream.
screw ups are welcome because we're live, dude. We are
they
live, dude. No
Right now.
stress, no sweat. Don't worry. This is pretty straightforward. This is pretty
Oh my
easy.
God. Life is part of life is full of screw ups. So
Yeah. So
So-
we have a very
is our
special
good
guest
thing.
today. One of my favorite artists, to be honest, and that's because I actually met you for real, face to face, rolling on the mats, doing jujitsu. That's how we met, dude. Remember that
Face to
time?
ass,
Yeah,
ass to face.
ass to ass, and then face to ass, and all that kind of jazz, you know.
so it was true. Sweat and balls.
Sweating balls sweating balls on each other's face. That was basically how we met in person. So we have Vaughan Ling. I'm saying it right?
Yes, matcha latte.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
saying it correctly.
So you are a dude. You are a concept artist. I know that, but I really didn't follow what you've been doing recently. So I would love to hear, and I'm pretty sure everyone who's listening to us right now would love to hear a little bit about you. Most of our audience probably know you from all the fucking amazing moto tutorials you did on Gumroad and the sick moto assets you've been delivering and just punching everyone with
wow.
that stuff.
Impressive.
Impressive sound
Right.
effects.
He just got these new sound effects and he's
Dude,
really happy.
seriously,
about it,
though.
so-
Dude, those sound effects are like,
Wow.
you know what I mean?
Oh no, not that
Yeah,
one.
that's how I feel too.
Oh, do you have Darth Vader?
But at the same time, I love it.
Dude, you gotta love it though. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the subject, dude. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, and introduce yourself a little bit to our audience, and just discuss it.
Yeah. What am I doing? I do 3D stuff, as you're just saying. I do a lot of moto work, for movies, video games, whatever thing it is that needs it.
Nice.
And I draw. As you can see, I can draw beautifully. I can draw beautiful green.
They don't see your screen yet. They'll see.
balls.
They'll see it
Oh,
soon. They'll see
They
it
don't see
soon.
it
No
yet.
worries.
Okay, well, you will
No
soon
worries.
see how wonderfully I can draw. It's
I just
quite,
fucked it up for everyone, so
quite
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
sight to
say.
all
behold.
good. All good.
Okay.
No. So I just do. I do what these guys do. I guess just working or commercial art for whoever pays. I'll do art for. That's what I do. I draw. And
There you go.
but
They can see.
right now, what am I doing? I'm working at Sony. What is it? Sony Pictures Animation in Culver City.
Oh shit.
On a movie called Spider-Man.
Ah, sick.
Dude,
So-
you're on a new Spider-Man? What the hell, dude?
Mhm,
Is it
mhm.
going with Marvel or?
No, this is Sony.
Oh, okay.
This is Sony's last desperate.
I'm disappointed then.
This is Sony's last
Ah.
desperate attempt. But I
That's
think
cool.
it'll
I'm
be
excited
good.
about that.
I think it'll be good.
I'm sure it's gonna be good.
It's
Well, you're working
animated.
on it, so it has to be good, dude.
Yeah. This is gonna be their first animated feature, Spidey.
Oh,
So-
it's the animated one.
Yeah, no, it's not the live action one.
Oh.
I don't know about the live action
You
one.
yeah, okay. It's gonna be good then. It's gonna
Okay.
be
Cool.
pretty rock solid, dude. You've been working on some really sick animations, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that you worked on the Tron animated series and all
That's
that
awesome.
kind of jazz. So, dude, I think we can see your screen, we can see Photoshop, but I don't think we can see anything going on in terms of painting. I think what needs to happen is you need to, I think, share not the app itself. I think you might have chosen through the GoToMeetings sharing app instead of sharing
Oh,
screen.
really? Oh,
Yeah, that's
shoot.
probably what
All right.
happened. So
Come on, Vaughn.
How
yeah,
do I
dude,
do
you
this?
fucked it up for everyone. So
Oh my god, my Friday is falling apart.
Yeah.
Everything is horrible.
It's all good.
Okay, there we go.
oh good.
Are you
Oh,
are you
good.
seeing things now?
Not yet.
Share.
There we go.
You guys got it?
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, now we're talking. Fucking dicks and balls and some faces.
No, that's not balls. This is a chin.
It's not balls.
Chin.
All right.
Feet.
All right, dude. I get it. I get it. So
I
you
see yours. I don't see a screen anymore.
you'll see it
See it?
soon. You'll see it soon. Dude.
I believe in
You
you.
just have to trust me with this. It's the essence and it's the beauty of
There it is.
of this
Now I see
show
it.
that we always fuck it up. We want to make it as pro as we can, and then as we're trying to do it, we're just making it even worse and worse.
Most.
Oh man, I'm sorry guys. Well, to be honest, if you're listening to this right now, you probably have no life because it's Friday and you have nothing better to do. So
Ah.
Oh, you
No,
just
They're-
bashed
they're
our
educated
audience? What the
people and they're
fuck?
badass.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Dude,
kidding. I'm
dude,
sorry.
basically what he said this.
Oh no. Well, that means that we have no lives either. We're not hanging out with friends. We're just drawing chins and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This is good. This is great. I love it.
Dude, that's
Um,
gonna be the funniest episode of them all. I think. I think we're gonna have a lot of interesting thing going on tonight. So, anyways, so you are primarily working in animation right now, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
And
Prim-
you. So I met you in person. I think I met you about 2 years ago, and literally what we've been talking about in the very beginning were. We were talking about ass to ass and sweaty faces rubbing on one another, doing jiu-jitsu. That's basically how we met. Maybe without the ass to ass part, but we've been talking previously a little bit on Facebook. We've been discussing some, just talking about art in general, and it was kind of fun. One thing that was always really impressive for me is, your style. Not the one you're fucking showing on the screen.
No, this is the
You piece of
jujitsu.
shit.
We're fighting on jujitsu. This is what we look like when we're fighting.
This is gonna be
Ass to ass and face
so
to.
good. But all the amazing pictures that you've been doing, like the stylized work that you've been painting. And hopefully you will paint during the stream at some point, maybe. This is what you're.
Yeah.
This is what you've learned.
I'm doing it, man.
Is it what you've learned from Art Center? Is that what you can expect when you go to Art Center? Is that what you're trying to
I can
represent
see
here?
you did your research very well because I didn't go to art center.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, snap!
I did
Holy
not.
fuck!
no.
You got me. All right, you got me.
I went to school in Detroit for car design,
Okay.
which is like a secondhand art center. Still good school. Still
Okay.
good school, but not art center.
So how did everything started for you? Like, what got you into art? Was it anything with your family, that family encouraged you to be an artist, or you kind of stumbled on yourself? I'm curious, what was your journey? Where exactly did you start, and where did it go from there? Dude, this is really distracting, dude. I'm watching you paint this fucking shit. It's just like,
Isn't it
god damn
awesome?
it.
Sorry, this is you and a gi.
I don't wear a gi. Do your fucking research too.
Oh,
Snap.
Okay. Never mind. So I got started. I think the first time I was exposed to anything art related was probably my grandma, because she was a painter, or she was a watercolor painter,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, she's pretty good. She's a character. So yeah, I just wanted to learn how to do what she did because I thought it was very cool and magical, and I kind of just asked her to show me how to do it, and yeah, and then what
Your
else
grandma?
happened?
Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
my grandma was the
That's
first
awesome.
time. My parents don't really draw. They don't draw. Oh, so I went to a art high school though. I guess that's like the main thing that kind of got me going this way. Because there's a school where I'm from in Miami called Design and Architecture Senior High, and it's a high school. It's a public high school, like free. It's free, public, but it's a you have to apply to get in, and it's a magnet school, so people from different districts can go there, because usually if it's a public school, you have to be within like 5 miles of it to go there. So this school,
Right.
like anyone could go, and I applied, I got in, and I ended up. Uh, well, the thing is that this school was like 2.5 hours away from my home, one way. So I would have to commute there every day, um,
Wow.
like on the bus and then a train and another bus, and it would be like it would it would pretty much be dark outside when I woke up. Like I would see the stars and the moon and everything, and you could feel like the morning dew and everything. It was really way too early, and then by the time I got home, it would be sunset. So it
Wow.
was freaking long days. But this place was awesome. It was an awesome school.
I can
Where are you
tell from
from?
the drawings you just made.
Yeah, I really learned my
Gotcha, bitch.
fundamentals there. Ah, let's see if I can still
Oh,
draw a
man.
cube. Oh God. Um,
Where are you from, Vaughn?
I'm from Miami, Florida,
Okay.
or a suburb of Miami
So for
that nobody
those who
knows.
are really interested how his work really looks like, this is what it is. It's actually pretty fucking good. But Vaughn
This
just
is the
decided to be an
behind the
asshole
scenes,
today.
man.
Yeah.
I actually
Um,
have a slave in my house that does all of my work for me. Um, I don't
That
actually do
explains,
anything.
dude. How do you deal with your apprentice that helps you when you go to the actual studio? I'm actually curious about that.
Well, I have to carry him
Because
around in
clearly
my
it's
pocket.
not you drawing it.
He's very small. I have to carry him in my pocket. Or actually, no, he's been growing lately. I use a duffel bag and I bring him around, and I have to feed him under the table. Um, yeah, it's kind of rough, but you know, it works out. It's all right.
So what happened
He's getting
about,
better.
so what happened after your high school? Because obviously you graduated from there, or you didn't.
Yeah, I did graduate, and like everybody else, I really wanted to go to Art Center because everyone knows Art Center is the greatest
Mhm.
school in the whole universe for design, right?
Right.
And I
Not
applied.
anymore.
Oh,
It's all
really?
right. It's
Yeah,
all
you
right.
gotta fucking learn squaring in town. So.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Learn squared. How could I forget? Learn
Yeah,
squared.
of course.
Yes,
So
yes.
disrespectful,
Of course.
dude.
Yeah, so I wanted to go to Art Center. I was accepted, but it was like $80,000 a year,
Right.
and they didn't give any scholarship money, so it was pretty much not very practical. Um, so I ended up going to that school in Detroit, which did give some money, so that was a little bit more reasonable. Um, and yeah, so I studied car design out there, which was great because Detroit is a very car heavy city. You know, it's the motor city. All the big American car companies are headquartered in Detroit,
Right.
and but at the same time, when I was there, was probably the single most depressing moment in Detroit's history, um, which was I got there in 2007, and in 2008, the entire auto industry crashed. The American auto industry crashed, and the housing market crashed. Everything crashed. But so Ford, GM, and Chrysler all went bankrupt at the same time. And
Oh
these are
damn.
Wow.
the three companies that we are trying to get into after we graduate, right? So basically, nobody got a job
Wow, that's
from that
unfortunate.
So you
time.
got shafted, basically
It
speaking.
was pretty shitty, yeah. And then Detroit went completely bankrupt. The city went bankrupt soon after that. Um, we used to see the mayor sometimes in one of the apartment buildings, um, in the elevators sometimes. I never saw him, but all the kids would say they saw Mayor Kwame, and apparently he like went to jail for all kinds of shit. So Detroit was pretty screwed up. Also, there was no food in Detroit. Like, I'm
Was it
serious. Like,
entirely
it,
his fuck up?
I don't know exactly the details, but everything was just super corrupt and messed up, and nobody had
Right.
jobs.
I guess when when you get in jail, there's a reason for it. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of
Um,
bummer. Like there's a whole industry and it collapses, and whether it's a fault of i- not keeping up with technology and not getting ready for what is about to happen. I think the major reason for the collapse, if I remember it correctly, from my again knowledge taken from my ass, by the way,
mm,
is because of the automation and how much of the automatics replaced human workflow. So you know,
Mm.
mm.
I
Yeah,
guess
it's
that was basically what happened. That was one of the reasons. However, it might also be something else. It might also be the corruption of the whatever government or whatever. I don't know.
yeah. It was a rough time definitely for Detroit. But I mean, it was interesting to see, uh, kind of like what a crumbling city looks like and what
Mhm.
what that feels like. It's just like very abandoned all the time. There would like never be anyone around. There's like no police. You could just do whatever you want. We would just go driving in the snow and like I remember one kid was actually like doing donuts in on the highway one time in the snow because there's like nobody around. There's no one on the highway ever.
Wow.
It's really weird. And there would be all these abandoned buildings. Um, one time, uh, we were giving a tour to someone visiting the city,
Hmm.
and on the main road, Woodward, one of the buildings was on fire,
Wow.
just on fire in the middle of the night for no reason. Like it was just a falling apart place.
Damn.
Um, but uh, yeah, we used to go to Canada for fun. How sad is that? We would
Canada's cool.
cross
Just
the
fucking
border.
insulted every Canadian that is listening to the show.
Canada's cool though.
What the fuck?
I mean,
I'm like,
yeah, but is Canada the first place you think of to like, oh, I'm gonna go have some fun in Canada? Like,
depends on
I
what
don't
you
know.
want.
I guess it depends on like what you consider to be fun.
Exactly.
If you like polite people opening doors for you, then yeah.
oh, that sounds like a hoot. Sounds like a hoot.
Sounds like
Oh, I'm
uh,
sorry.
Like if you
I
want
don't
to be
mean
in an
that. I love.
awesome place on earth where people are polite and it's really fucking rad, then yeah, Canada would be that place, I guess. Or
Okay.
you can
I'm
stay
just
here in US and have Trump
no.
to be your president,
Yeah.
I guess. So
No,
it's
that's
not
true.
gonna happen.
Canada is better than the U.S. now. That's
no, it isn't.
how
Shut the
crazy it
fuck
is now.
up.
Okay. So first it's you're defending the Canadians and now you're defending the
No,
U.S.
I'm just
Who,
being
who is it?
I'm just
Who is
trying to
it?
be nice to everyone.
We're all friends here.
Yeah, everyone is awesome. Everywhere is awesome. So,
Actually, I
um,
like Canada a lot. I take that back. I like Canada. Uh,
The fun is where you take it.
yeah, of course, it's how you
mm,
spend time and what
yeah.
you do with it. Um, so when did you move to, and what got you to move to LA? Because obviously not going to Art Center because you decided not to go here, right? You just decided to do something else,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I ended up in LA. First time. The first time was for internship at Honda, uh, which was pretty cool. I kind of got in through the back door with that one,
Through the back door.
through one of my teachers. But no, Honda was cool. That was my first time at a car company, and it was like uh, a lot of really talented designers there, and just like crazy level of work that I'd never
Mm-hmm.
seen before. Um, but then at the same time, it was very eye opening because I hadn't I wasn't aware of how little freedom the designers would have in car design.
Mm.
I
Right.
always imagined that it would be like, oh, just some guy sitting at a table drawing a car and a really cool sports car, and then it comes out just like he dreamed it in the real world. But it's pretty much the opposite of that. Um, like it would be like the designers would get a sheet of paper or like a schematic sheet that showed the cars like engineering wise, and they would show where all the passengers have to be and the cargo has to be, engine, the safety points for pedestrian safety especially,
Mhm.
and it was just like a whole mess of requirements in terms of the shape of the car, even the proportions of the car, all that. And and it's a lot of numbers too, because if you make a car too wide, it becomes less fuel efficient, and nobody wants that. So the companies are all trying to beat each other in the numbers game as well.
Right.
So the car has to be narrow, and the wheels have to be sunken in. So basically, anything that looks good is not good for a car, a real car. So yeah, that was a little bit of a reality check in terms of the industry of car design. Um, but it was great because then I got to find out earlier on that I actually didn't want to do car design in the end, because I had thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to art center, I'm gonna go to Detroit and learn to be a car designer, and this is gonna be my destiny. I'll be a 90-year-old car designer one day, and all. But
You made
yeah, that changed.
made the dodo.
The dough? What dough?
The
There's no dough.
dough. The
No.
dodo.
No, no, no.
That
No
car
dough.
dodo.
There's no dodo. No, actually, the car industry does not pay very well,
Mm.
especially compared to animation and
Right.
other things. It's kind of like a misconception, like especially even Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
You would think, oh, Ferrari, they must pay their designers well, but they actually pay the worst because they kind of know that people want to work there, so
I
they
guess
take
when you're a
advantage of that.
superstar designer, that's when you get paid real well. It's like photography. I'm
Oh
guessing.
yeah,
That's interesting.
You get those photographers that they fly first class or private jets to location with meals, everything, fucking 5-star hotel, get paid millions just to do a few photos. Obviously they do it fucking perfectly
That
and then get
is
back
amazing.
yeah, but
Do that.
you gotta be hustling for majority of your life, not with the drawing that you see on the screen though.
What? Oh shoot! I was just staring at it. I was getting lost
What
in the
is it?
beautiful
What is it?
composition.
I just gonna be fucking. I'm just an asshole. I know. Just joking.
I don't know.
Just joking.
Sorry guys. Maybe I'll try to do something cool. Hold on. Let me just. I don't know. Thank you. I'll
Nah,
keep
it's all
working on
good.
it.
It's go.
I'll keep working on it. I'll
We
keep
still
going.
have 35 minutes until
No, we
Oh,
have as
shit.
much time
accomplish
as we
something
want.
Cool, so.
Oh my.
Shut up.
goodness.
Shut
Oh
up.
my goodness.
You're
Oh,
so
God.
useless, John.
Just gotta add that
Just
pressure
fucking
down.
putting pressure. Wrong attitude.
So-
Wrong attitude, dude. Just be nice.
So-
Be nice to our guests.
John, what is your story? I haven't met you in person. I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
Don't worry about me. Worry about you.
I don't want to talk about me. I'm done talking about me for now.
What is my story? Well, shit.
What is your greatest struggle in life?
Ah, man.
So rude. Taking
Honestly,
over the
I don't have
interview.
much of a struggle.
All right.
Just figuring out what I want to do in this world.
That's a struggle.
Yeah.
That's a really hard one, because then it's like you figure out, you feel like you're spinning your wheels sometimes.
Yeah. No, I'm very happy with where I'm at right now. But yeah, I mean, I want to become somebody like you one day,
Oh,
to be honest.
really?
So,
Okay.
yeah. So keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
John,
fired.
I would think about it twice, judging from what I Judging from what I see.
You know what?
Uh,
You're not ready for it. This
I
is
know I'm
ahead
not
of its
ready.
time.
You're gonna fucking flip a switch, and then we're all gonna be blown away. No, dude, I'm joking. Just do whatever the fuck you want. This is it. You know, I consider
I
our
mean,
cafe to be like a platform where we just talk shit and have fun. And if something great happens on the street on the screen, then it happens. If not, then who cares? You know, it's the conversations that matter.
if not,
So
then fuck it. No.
yeah, then fuck it exactly. And fuck you all.
Sorry, guys. I feel so bad. I'm just like letting down you guys.
Uh,
No,
so
you're fine.
so you moved to LA, and how did you land? So you worked in Honda, right? So what made you
Yes.
switch to entertainment, and how exactly that happened? Because I'll tell you,
Let's.
for the longest time, I thought you were in art center. Like, you
Nope.
know pretty much everyone from art center. And I don't know, it's
I
because
do.
you hang out with them, and I was just always having an assumption that there's always this crew of people that are really tight together, and it's the art center crew. And
Well,
I always see you
I
guys together. So I was assuming like, dude, you just had to be there, but I was wrong.
I I,
Fuck
I
me.
think I well, I mean, I think I got into that group through first of all through CDA, that school in Pasadena, the
Mm-hmm.
Concept Design Academy,
Yeah, Kevin
because a lot of
Chen's
people
school. Yeah,
from Kevin Chen, a lot of people from Art Center end up going there. So I met a lot of Art Center people there, and also
gotcha.
a big reason is because of this guy Anis Naim, the
Oh yeah,
painter.
I know him.
Yeah, he's a crazy, amazing painter, and so he's the one that got me into this whole mess, actually, or this whole industry because he was the one that was working on Tron, the show,
Mm-hmm.
and he decided he needed to go back to school for some reason and finish Art Center, and it's really weird. He just out of the blue emailed me and said, "Hey, I don't know you, but do you wanna work on this show or cover for me while I'm gone?" And that's how I got on that show,
That's cool.
which is strange. I mean, the only way he knew me was through online, like from Facebook or from Blogger. We were usually on. I mean, a lot of people had bloggers. I don't know if people do that anymore, but um, we would like comment on each other's stuff a lot, and I always loved his stuff, and he would like pop over to my blog once in a while,
That's
and that's
cool.
it. Like I guess he just saw an opening where I might fit in, and just said, "Here you go." And
Very cool.
I mean, it sounds really weird to for that kind of thing to happen. Like, how could you do that with a stranger? Like, yeah, I could have been a psycho killer or something, but I feel like now
Maybe
recently
he wanted
that's
something in return, like you sucking his
no,
dong or
no,
something.
dude. Uh, um, but I feel like that's been happening a lot more lately. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
it is.
I'll run into a job or something, and if I know somebody from anywhere, it could be a friend or somebody that I only know their work online. I have no idea what their face even looks like. But if I know that their work is the right fit for this job, then I'll just reach out and be like, "Hey, are you busy?" And sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But I think that's like uh, kind of the main way that that's at least that's the main way that I've been getting jobs and stuff. It's
Hmm.
just from online random shit like that.
Well, the overall picture is like how technology is advancing, right? And how like we're using it to connect more. Like Facebook is growing so much bigger, and not just Facebook, but it's easier to create websites. It's easier to create blogs and share your stuff, online. So,
Mm,
it's just the world is growing like faster in terms of like being connected, right? And
yeah.
when it comes to making a friend, you said like you don't know if they're going to be like a serial killer or rapist or whatever, but trust is becoming a bigger thing on
Trust.
the internet, right?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, it was horrible because people were just like horrible people on the internet. But
I think
nowadays it's just like,
you're gonna get a lot of those still. You know, it's just a
yeah,
matter of
you
how
are,
you
of
filter
course,
your feed, and you know.
right? But
But yeah,
it's
yeah,
becoming closer and closer together. You know, it's becoming a primary way of communication. You know,
totally.
so
Yeah, it's like normal now, and it
exactly.
used to be really. I mean, you guys remember when those freaking like when YouTube just came out and those they would always have those videos that were like stare into this dot
Hmm.
closely, and then
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
closer and closer, and it would be like this creepy, weird
Yeah, I
little
remember
girl
those.
screaming at you or whatever.
Shit.
And then yeah, the internet was not to be
Mm.
trusted,
Yeah,
not to be trusted at all.
but
But
it's growing, and we're growing at the same time too. That's
that's
like I have the same like I'm where I am helping Learn Squared, and I've helped other uh, instructors create content and be where they're at because of friendships, right? Just like meeting people, and me and Mache, like I just met this guy through other artists and stuff, and I'm helping him out, and it's growing more and more, and I'm just like, how did I get here? Like, what did
yeah,
I do? You know what I mean? But
yeah.
that's
Just
cool.
sucked
That's
enough
cool to see.
dicks. That's what.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Fuck. You got me. You got me.
Uh, no, yeah,
Gotcha,
totally.
bitch.
It's Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it.
Um,
Put that away, Mache.
yeah, who gave that to the Che? That
It's
this
my new
this
toy,
is a
dude. I have my
with
new
great
toys. I'm
power
just
comes great.
fucking. It's just gonna be the most annoying stream ever.
See that now we're going
I
backwards. The internet is now going backwards because of the stupid sound generator.
We're losing connection for this world.
It's going downhill quickly. No, I'm just but
um
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, post your questions now, guys. If you guys have
yeah,
any
keep posting
questions.
questions. Going back to your the fact that we as an artist do share work with one another, because obviously when you're busy with a project you cannot pick it up, and you have two options, like one would be just say to a client, I just don't have time, sorry. Or you could, tell him like, hey, I don't have time, but I know this guy, and you can pick it up. Like you should listen to, like you should try him because he might be a good fit. I do it a lot, but I'll tell you, I have a little different approach than you, and because there's one thing I've learned about art community. Majority of us are really really great people. Majority, like there is so many great artists. Usually, most of them are really nice to one another, really professional, and basically just really cool human beings. Like when you meet and talk with people, in majority of cases, it's just awesome, right?
Mm.
However, what I've noticed is there are some artists out there that just kind of are really cool and really nice, but when you meet them, or if something's going on and you're in any kind of disagreement, they become like real fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And I,
Ooh.
I met quite a few, and I met
Oh.
some people that became like pretty nasty or like weird for no reason. Maybe just because I know the wrong people. Like it's kind of weird. It's just like
Oh, you mean like a click kind of a
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like because you're hanging
Oh.
out with one artist. Oh, I hate that guy, so I hate you automatically. Like what the
Oh,
fuck?
I see.
So
Uh,
there are people like that out there. I've heard some stories also. I had an opportunity to talk with some of the art directors that I worked with and had pleasure working with, and became close enough to have those conversations. And there were some names of an artist that I've heard about that, like, just hearing the stories, I would never recommend them to anyone anymore. Because like if I recommend someone that I'm trusting that that person is gonna deliver, and it's gonna be a good, it's not gonna be affecting my name and sort of like, let's put it, my brand. So
oh
I'm
yeah,
not
you don't want
recommending.
to recommend a dud
Yeah,
person that's gonna
exactly,
just like
exactly. You don't
screw
want to
up
recommend
everything.
like a shitty person that's not going to deliver, right? You want to recommend someone that your client's going to be happy, and eventually happy in a way that they will never work with you again. They will just work with the guy you recommended them,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Alright.
That's absolutely good. Because one thing that's always going to be true, if you recommend someone good and that person delivers, the client will be thankful, and usually they come back. They will say like, "Hey, do you have time now?" and thanks for a recommendation, they usually have more respect to you because even though you're busy, you're already occupied with something else, you're still trying to deliver. You're still trying to help them, and they recognize that stuff. Um, being I think that was a discussion that was happening quite many times in this stream. Not only having great art, but also being a nice human being and knowing people is really important.
Yeah.
And you can tell you can tell that. I mean, what you've just said, Vaughn. Like the fact that you get recommendations from people that you know, or just by the fact that you're a good artist and you don't have a shitty reputation among others. Because I'm pretty sure
Oh,
Anis. I've met Anis once. In the art department when we were working on the show together. I was actually working from home, so I haven't had a chance to work with him in the same room. But he's a really nice guy. He's a really nice person. I've spoke with him a couple
yeah.
of times on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure he would never recommend someone who fucking sucks or who has great art but is a shitty person. And
Well, I hope not. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
I'm pretty sure. Knowing his character enough from my conversations with him, I would say so. The
yeah, yeah.
majority of us wouldn't do it
he's a
either.
great guy.
So I'm pretty sure we wouldn't
Yeah.
either.
Question for
Yeah.
you, Vaughn. It
Okay.
says, did you always know what you wanted to do, or you had to try everything to see what you really like?
I really had to try everything because for a long time, I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna be a car designer. And this was a phase that lasted from like I guess when I started high school, which was like 2003, up to maybe when I got kicked out of the car design program in school, which was like 2010, I think. So yeah, I really, really thought I was going to be a car designer. And I thought like, oh, I'm the most passionate person in the world and I'm the most gung-ho and nothing will ever change my mind. And yeah, I was going to go to the grave like that. But then, yeah, just stuff happens and then you change your mind. I mean, and and then after that, I did the animation stuff, and I thought, oh wow, this is really cool. But then I really wanted to try video games for a while too. I was like, oh man, I used to play PlayStation. This is so cool. Like, all the cool kids are doing video games. I need to get in there. And then I ended up doing some video games, and
You were at
uh,
Insomniac, right?
yeah, yeah. And like I
Which
did
games you
some
work on?
toys. I worked on a game called Sunset Overdrive
Oh
for
yeah,
Xbox.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a cool game, a fun experience. But I would say, yeah, nobody. I had a lot of questions and a lot of doubt, like especially when I was in school, especially when the auto industry went bankrupt right from under us. That like at that time I was thinking like, oh shoot, should I try to transfer to Art Center? Should I try to like redirect my life to something?
Mm.
I was just like thinking about it all the time. I was really worried about it, and I don't know. Somehow it worked out, but yeah, I would say it's pretty hard to just be born and know exactly what your journey is going to be from day one. That's
Of course.
pretty impossible. So I think everyone's going to have their journey and go through their little things and hopefully
Right.
end up somewhere all right.
Cool.
You know.
You're at
So
IFCC?
Yep, I was there
Sweet,
the
man.
first year. The first year it was like three of us.
Yeah.
It was me,
We're
Ben Morrow, and Dave Bentley, and then
nice.
and then the second year it ramped up to like 50 people,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
which
growing,
was
man. It's really
that
cool.
was
crazy.
the year you went there, John, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I was
right.
gonna ask. I don't remember seeing you.
Oh, I was probably hiding in the corner somewhere.
Yeah, you loser. You loser.
Yep, I'm pretty
Just
quiet.
being a true artist, hiding in a corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next question for you says, why did you choose Modo? Did you use another 3D software and it had some limitations for what you wanted to achieve, or was it just
Um,
in Modo?
yeah, that's a good question. So, in school, in industrial design school and car design school, we had to learn this program called Rhino, which is a solids kind of a CAD engineering, not really engineering, but it's a CAD program. And then we learned another program called Alias Studio Tools, which is a surface modeling program, or otherwise called NURBS. And those two were, especially Studio Tools, was like, it was just the most horrible program I've ever used in my life. It was the most frustrating, shitty experience of a software. Um, so I got to experience those, which I guess was good because when I finally tried to use Moto, I could see that it was really nice. Like I appreciated how like user friendly and nice it was, and I kind of I found out about it through Scott Robertson, because
Nice.
he came to CCS, the school in Detroit, to do a presentation, and he was talking about Moto and just like kind of talking it up a lot and saying how great it was. And I thought, oh, all right, if it's good enough for Scott Robertson, then it was I liked it. So that's what I've been using since then.
Very cool.
Cool.
Very cool.
I
Next one.
guess we're in questions then.
We
Oh,
are, if,
boy.
if you want to be. We still have 15 minutes. So.
All right.
Next one says, are there any new courses in the works for Learn Squared?
How
People.
rude! How rude! We got a guest here and talking
Oh
about
my
Learn Squared.
goodness.
Holy fuck!
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, we are working on some courses, and they're gonna be fucking awesome. We're gonna get some new amazing teachers too. So just patiently. One thing I've said many times, and I've said it mostly on the Twitch streams that we're doing about Learn Squared, is that we don't want to deliver shitty courses or material that is basically repetitive. So we're working on something that is fresh, and we want to deliver fresh ideas and really cool material that you're gonna learn from. We don't want to make a material that is basically a rehash of what we've done before. And for me, it's especially important because I already done a lot of Gumroad tutorials, and I don't want to rehash any of that. I want to make sure that whatever you guys are learning is going to be at least something new in a way that it's not been covered yet, or a majority of it haven't been covered yet. So yeah, we have it in works. We just opened up some of
The new courses.
yeah, the existing courses mentorship, so you can go in and buy those, and yeah. Sick.
Next question says, do you guys hang out with Maya people or Houdini peeps at all? Or is it
Come
like
on.
Twitch?
Ugh, Maya people. Gross.
No.
Never.
Yeah,
No,
fuck
I'm just
those
kidding.
guys.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I sit next to a Maya guy at work named Raffaello. He's really good. He sculpts figures in Maya. Have you ever seen that before?
No.
He doesn't even use ZBrush. He's a straight up.
He's a straight up OG, Maya OG.
Yes.
You can completely do that. I've seen some of the sculpting done in Maya. I believe there was some character artist that I've seen doing that at Naughty Dog, where they would just basically do a lot of that inside of Maya. So obviously you can do that. Dude, that's some retro shit on the screen, dude. That's some
It is?
retro shit. I'm just curious what it is. That's what I'm trying to figure
Oh,
out.
me too.
You just
I don't know.
you're just dropping some design stuff.
Yeah,
Just
what is
let
it?
it flow. I'm just letting it flow, guys.
Just
What
let
it-
it know.
what
I'll
is
let
it?
it. I'll let it take me where it goes. No, I don't know.
Let it flow.
I don't know. What is it? There's a rectangle that's cut by a line and another line, and then
Oh,
there's a
boy.
circle and another circle,
Dude,
Oh,
and
fucking
then there's
deep.
more circles. Line. I put some lines here.
That's
This
deep.
line is to balance the circle over here. And this line, I wanted to put some volume on this line so you know that it's 3D.
Yeah.
Because it's not all graphics. It's not all about graphics all the time. You want it to be 3D.
Well, all
too.
serious with your art. Can you share some of your Moto stuff as a request?
Yeah, I'll show what I've been working on. I don't know. Does the screen stuff work? Can you see
Yeah,
my
yeah,
Moto
yeah.
screen now?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Just don't
Um,
show any client work, dude.
oh my God, oops. Let's do. Which one?
Don't worry. If you
ABC.
if something pops on the screen and you be like, "Oh fuck," then we can always cut it out in the video. So
All right.
don't worry about that.
In the live video, you can cut it out.
No, not in a live video. Whoever is watching it will see it.
I'm that fast.
Yeah, he's that
Okay.
fast.
Whoa, shit. Uh-oh. We can go into my configs for a second. Oh shoot, no. I was just like redoing all my configs for the Gumroad stuff yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to load in my configs for the Gumroad configs, which are different from my regular ones. So let me go get
Dude,
the actual ones back. Where the hell are they?
you're balls
Oh my
deep in
God.
that modo, though.
Look at all these configs,
Dude,
guys.
look at those configs, bro.
Configs. Delete my configs. Put them back.
Dude, that config, though.
That
That config,
though.
dodo.
That dodo modo. Modo
Modo,
dodo.
dodo. Dude.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, I've been using Moto for a while, and then switched back to Max, dude.
Oh, no.
I'm a Max guy.
Oh
I'm a
no.
Max guy. Actually, Gavril told
Whatever.
me to use Max, and I was like, dude, fuck off. And then eventually I did. So
Yeah, he told me that too. I tried and then
you
I
should
gave
have listened.
up. I gave up.
Is that what you have on the screen? Is that majority of it being done with the fusion, the mesh fusion?
Yes, this just the cowl. All this part here is fusion.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm getting back into it because I guess they fixed it for Moto 10, so
Okay.
it works a little bit better.
Is it like really
And-
heavy when you work with it? Like it just
No,
freaking
it's good.
takes forever or
No,
crashes a
it's
lot?
pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Let's turn on that GL meter. Oh shoot, wait. GL meter. Does Max have a GL meter? Hmm?
What is that?
Can you see your FPS
Of course.
on your
It's
Max?
like the most. Of course you can.
Look
Dude,
at all those
30
FPS.
30 FPS. Dude, how many polygons do you have here?
60 FPS, dude.
60
at that.
All right. 60
Sick.
FPS on less than a million polygons, dude. That's not impressive at all.
Dude, bro,
Bruh.
you don't even know, bro.
Bruh. Bruh, that's not impressive at all, bruh.
No, but look at this. What can you do this in Max? Hold on. Let me grab this.
Dude, you wanna
Oh, shit.
know the sound that Max does when it's punching
Look at that.
your
Look
motor's
at that.
face? Is that's the
Look
sound.
at this. No, no. Max can't do this. Look, now it looks stupid. Hmm? Can you do that?
It looks really stupid, and it's
Can you do this?
it's
Can you go like that?
7 FPS.
Like this?
I'm just,
Look, now it's floating there.
dude.
Can Max make things float in midair like this? This is magic.
Dude, this is not
It
magic.
defies-
This is just a plugin. So.
Defies reality.
Oh shit!
man.
120 FPS. Okay, that was pretty impressive for a
It's
moment.
only when I'm staring at the floor. It goes off the screen here. 200.
Dude.
Oh my god. My modeling is
Damn,
so
Daniel.
smooth right now. It's insane.
Damn, Daniel.
Dude, that's probably the most impressive part of the stream so far. No, dude.
Awesome.
All jokes aside, the Mesh Fusion and Moto are really great software. I'm not bashing it at all. It's just my preferences changed over time. I found, I guess it may be because of 701 or 801 didn't work that well. I think it was pretty buggy and had a lot of issues. Maybe they fixed it up over time, so that might be the case. So
Yeah, there have been ups and downs, but
yeah.
here, I'll
And
show you guys.
Those people who watch my streams, they know that how much Max can crash as well. So
Are
let's
you
be
a-
serious. Let's be
Oh,
serious
oh.
about it.
I'll open up another one just to chug some more polygons at you.
Dude, throw those polygons at me. I think the biggest scene I had was 60 million polygons.
60 million. Jeez, gosh, man.
I know it sucks,
What
right?
an amateur.
60 million. That's just like so amateur.
Yeah. What are you like? This toddler shit, man.
Yeah.
60 million.
60.
I'm just kidding.
It should be 60 billion polygons. Then it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Well, one thing that speaks for Moto, and one of the reasons I switched from Moto to Max was Vray, and now you have Vray for Moto, so
That's true.
so there you go.
All right, let me get in here. Got some details for you.
Yeah,
some
I like that
greebles.
bike, dude. You did a great job there. Looks pretty fucking sick.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, so this is I don't know. I need to do a new one though, because this is from like 2 years ago. I need it, and I haven't done anything like personal that was more detailed like this. So I need to.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel so lazy sometimes. I can't, or I'll try to do something, and then I get like that other hover bike. I got to that point in like pretty short time, and then I feel scared. Like I feel afraid to
it can
even
be
go
overwhelming,
farther
right?
on it. And, oh god, it's gonna turn out like crap, or oh, it's gonna look just like this old one, and I don't know.
So when you build these bikes, for instance, right? Do you build everything from scratch, like every single element, or you kit bash those elements from like, I don't know, grabbing elements that already exist over the internet, finding some meshes that are free. One thing I liked about Moto is I think it's in layout or setup. Well, I think it was layout where you have basically a browser of all the meshes that you can pull in. That was that's like a really nice part of Moto that I wish Max had. That kind of fucking sucks in Max.
Yeah, I always use that for the characters, and the stuff is good.
And then the fall-offs. The fall-offs are fucking amazing. I think that's the most powerful tool when it comes to Moto. For sure.
But yeah, no, I don't use any kit bash. This is zero kit. This is all from scratch. Every single little bolt and piece, and every fucking little hose, and everything.
Good.
Yeah, everything.
Is it real?
Awesome.
Is it real?
Is it real? Yes, this is actually real. You can touch it and ride it and fly.
You can stuff your dick in it too.
You can fly into outer space.
Next question is for Mache. Says, are you ever gonna finish your Gumroad tutorial on? I just lost it. Shit. Sorry. Is Mache ever going to continue his Art Foundation series on Gumroad?
I was thinking about it, and I'm considering options. One thing that I might do is maybe make a class for Learn Squared. Somewhere down the line where it will be purely foundation or purely design or purely like a sort of like an intro to illustration. There's a lot of things that I want to do there. It's just like I need to sort it out in a way that it just doesn't, I don't want to ask people to, hey, cough up some more money for this while you can get it for free or for a couple of bucks on Gumroad. That kind of doesn't make any sense. I just have to think it through, like what makes sense for you guys. What's gonna be the best option for you guys? Because one thing I really don't want to do is create something and put it out there, and you guys are gonna say like, oh, this is exactly what it was in Gumroad. So that kind of sucks. I don't want to do that. So. But just to shortly answer, I plan to do something with it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Gumroad though.
What are you working on now, Mache?
Oh, a lot of things.
Like a million things?
Yeah, I am pretty packed. I don't know how am I doing this. Probably my wife's gonna kill me. My daughters barely ever see me, so. I'm doing some work for Riot Games. I'm doing some work for new Avenger films, and I'm doing some work for ILM X Lab.
What is that? X Lab?
Just Google this. Google that shit.
That sounds like X Prize or something.
X
Lab.
X
X Prize, you know?
You know what X Lab is?
You don't know what XLab is? Let me Google it for you.
I don't know what XLab is, but I know what X Prize is. You guys don't know what X Prize is?
Of course.
Immersive entertainment from Lucasfilm. That's what it is.
XLab. Is that VR?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're doing
Next question.
some shit there. Obviously, something I cannot talk about. Of course.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Oh,
Next
all
question
right.
says, I live in Atlanta and the film scene here is starting to take off. Any advice on how or who or how one would get your art to the right people?
Vaughn, you wanna chip in?
Well, sure. I'll just say like that. I'll just repeat that story from before. I think the easiest, or not the easiest, but the most sure way to get a job in this industry is to just post your work online regularly and make sure, uh, people can see what you can do, and then just wait for someone to hook you up with someone else. Maybe that's not good advice. Never mind. Don't take my advice. What's Mache's? What do you think?
You have to be at least as good as Vaughn. So, but in all seriousness, if you go on an ArtStation and you look at the best work out there, if your work is not as good as the best work on ArtStation, then you're gonna have a hard time. Unless you have really fucking good connections, they directors and production designers personally because they're friends. That's a different story, obviously. But yeah, just work on your portfolio. Work as hard as you can. It doesn't really matter that you live in Atlanta. The fact is, majority of the art department is actually coming from LA. Majority of art department and the union people that work in film are based in LA. And when usually production starts in LA, and then when it moves to Atlanta, some of the people move there for the period of production. Some people stay and work remotely. So, it's pretty much, although the film moved to those places, the people that live in LA are still working. Majority of people that work on it are still in LA. It is definitely easier if your art is really good, like if you're really fucking good, and let's say a film moves to Atlanta and gets done there, the production starts there, then it's gonna be much easier for you to get there because you're local, so it's gonna be pretty straightforward for them to get you in. You're probably gonna have to be in the local union. I don't know which local is for Atlanta. So, I it's hard for me to tell. I might actually get like an illustrator who knows a little better than me about this, and get it on our cafe and maybe talk about union and being in the union. That's probably gonna be a better idea. I'm actually gonna get very soon. I'm gonna get one of the set designers that works in film. I worked with him on a few projects, and that's gonna be an interesting conversation. You guys gonna learn, or at least hear a little bit about what set design is and how it works in film. So
Tight.
Oh boy. And do lots of drugs like Mache. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding. Nope.
if by drugs you mean fucking sweating like fucking jiu-jitsu,
Yeah. Are you a blue belt now?
No, I'm purely transparent white.
Oh, you're clear belt?
Transparent.
Clear bear. Yeah, I'm
Glass.
shit belt.
Glass belt.
Glow in the dark belt. Sucker. No.
So,
Oh,
we'll take 2 more questions. I have to head out, but you guys can hang out still. This
Yeah, we
one
can
says,
wrap it up soon.
Are you working on any VR projects, Vaughn?
No, but I tried the tilt brush thing in San Francisco. Went to go visit, and it was pretty slick. I like it. The only problem is I ended up like strangling myself with the cord because I don't know how to I'm not aware of my surroundings.
Wait till it's wireless.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm waiting for. I'll jump on when it gets wireless.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's still sort of an inception of the technology. Definitely the wires. The wire is fucking heavy and thick, and you trip on it and kind of sucks. But immersion is pretty fucking good. I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
it was
it's
awesome.
pretty
I
great.
tried it
So
out too. It was great.
yeah.
So this question is for both of you guys, if you guys want to answer. It says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you recommend learning 3D for concept art?
Ooh. I would say it's a good thing to learn. But I would also say that drawing is higher on my ranking than 3D. But if you do get 3D in there, that's a very useful thing. Even if you just have like a very basic knowledge of 3D, it's good, like enough to know, like, when you learn Spanish, you need to know how to ask for the bathroom and for a glass of water, at least. Kind of like that kind of basic knowledge of 3D is very useful, Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Learn
8.
3D. I mean, well, start with foundation, obviously. And foundation is more important than knowing 3D, of course. And but knowing 3D is obviously going to be more and more important over time. So
Cool. And then the last question for you guys says, does Modo come with its own render engine, or do we have to download an external one, such as Octane or V-Ray?
Let me Google that for you.
Bam.
so,
Okay,
How do you
Google.
do it?
so much disrespect.
Google that
Just
for you.
end the stream on a high note,
How do you do it?
saying,
Let me
"Fuck
Google
off,
that for
you
you.
piece of shit."
You
Does
piece of-
Moto have a render
fucking-
engine?
That's the last question. We're gonna end it with that one.
Is it working?
Oh my god.
All right. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Yeah, this was fun.
John, do we have any current events? Or did you fucked it up again?
Well, I could bring up a few.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about it before we end
Yeah.
the stream.
So a couple of ones that are pretty cool. That I thought were cool. These are what I came up with. Since you have nothing, so it's all up to me. So,
You piece of shit. Go ahead.
so I think it was really cool. Was that China released that bus, and it's not really necessarily. I don't know if you want like just only art-driven news, or like
That's
news
design.
that is.
That's transportation design.
That's so true, right? So I mean, yeah, China released their bus that's like actually going off the streets or over the streets, and it's just picking up passengers just to keep
It's called
with
the
the
China
population.
bus.
Yeah, so cool. I was like, whoa, that's change for China, and that's great. And especially if it's a bigger thing, later down the road, it's like that's gonna change a lot of things.
Check it out. That's how it looks
It's a
like.
good idea, for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It's like, whoa, what do you guys think about that?
That's actually 3D, but
You design.
There was some
I
photos
remember, actually, they had a
such
thing
a
like
piece of
that in
shit.
the,
I just
in the
wrote.
show.
I just wrote in Google China bus.
China, China bus.
Wow.
But it came up, right?
Such a fucking asshole.
No, there was this. Have you guys seen Pat Labor, the show?
There we go. That's the actual photo.
What? Pile
Oh.
labor?
Pat Labor.
Yeah, Pat Labor, of course.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Where is it? But they have a
It's on the
highway
screen.
vehicle, like that travels over the cars, and this show is like 80s show, but I always thought that was a good idea.
It's awesome.
So that's cool. We got it.
Yeah.
Pictures here.
Awesome.
At least they're
Way to go,
changing
China.
the world that much. It's awesome.
And,
Go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say, did you guys hear the new, like, the Tesla plan or whatever
Oh,
that
yeah.
they're gonna do? Like, when this makes so much sense. Like, when cars become fully autonomous, one of the best advantages of that is that you can call a car to you from anywhere, right? Just like
Yeah.
a taxi or whatever.
Mhm.
And what that means is you don't have to ever park your car, like, or cars don't need to be parked ever. You only have enough cars in circulation that
Yeah.
the city actually needs, because parking lots take up like I think it's 50% of the land area of Los Angeles or something crazy
Yeah.
like that.
Sure.
And
And
half
still
the
no
cars are
parking.
like most of the cars are parked most of the day,
Hmm.
you know? So it's
Yeah.
a huge waste.
I was actually just thinking about that. Like my apartment over here where I'm living, it's like a lot of these cars are just like they're not going nowhere. They're just here, you know? But God, how did I miss that? That's so true. And that's gonna change the world. Tesla is ruling the world. He's going to.
For sure.
So good job. Good job.
For
Guys. Good job,
sure.
guys.
Dude, what
Another
else
thing I
there?
thought was
What do you
cool.
what else do you have there?
Have you seen the guy that skydived with without a parachute? He just landed on
Oh
that.
yeah, I saw it briefly on
That
Facebook
was cool.
in the net, right?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Yeah,
crazy
just
people.
straight in. That was the first like no parachute skydive. I mean, others died, of course, but
damn. Balls. Balls of
I know,
steel.
right?
And he
So
almost
exciting.
missed it too.
Yeah.
It looked like he was gonna miss it at the last
Hmm.
second. That would have sucked.
So cool though. Just the whole idea that people are challenging gravity and life itself. It's awesome. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go outside. See you guys.
All right,
Okay.
let's wrap it up. Let's wrap
Bye-bye.
it up on that
That's pretty much
positive
all I
note.
had.
10 p.m. I'm gonna go outside. Fuck off.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend, I guess.
So
And-
thanks for coming. Thanks Vaughn for being here, and showing us some goodies, some modern goodies.
Mhm.
I think that was a fun one. It was unexpected, but hey, it's Friday night. Who cares? Who gives
Olympic
a fuck?
Games. Olympic Games.
Yeah, we're all
Um,
ready to party, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna go.
I gotta party in my bathroom right now.
Mhm. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
not
I'm gonna
say
take a nap.
how. I'm not gonna say how.
Okay.
Anyways,
dude.
next week we're gonna have 2 art cafes in one day. Fuck yeah! It's gonna be Rosen Gonzalez and Andre Wallen. So be prepared for that. That's gonna be an awesome day for everyone who wants to tune in and listen. Obviously, this stream is gonna be available right after it finishes. So whoever missed the beginning or parts of it or all of it, you can just watch it right after it's done. And of course, guys, thanks for being here and thanks for being on such a beautiful Friday night where you could just be a social human being and party with people and have like an actual social life instead of hanging out with nerds that are cursing and using sound machines for different stupid sounds. So
You're so happy with it. You're so happy with that.
Dude, I'm fucking happy with it. So
It's the beginning of the end.
yeah, dude.
That's what
All
I
right.
told him.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Thanks for asking
Thank you.
questions. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Okay,
Cool. Peace
bye.
out.
Yeah.